It's Carl with Poly by Design. We are in studio on Friday night with Bigbodycisco Lutu.
Yeah.
On the eve of the big fight.
Big fight to some.
Big fight to some.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, for those fight fans out there, it's a big fight. Mayweather, McGregor going out tomorrow. My personal pick, I think McGregor could get lucky, but Mayweather's a boxer. I don't think there's no way he's going to let him out that ring. But
I'm in agreement with you. I think he's got to fight like a maniac.
Yeah.
Try to get it done early, but then that plays into Floyd's game too. So.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a good entertainment factor type fight tomorrow. But I'm excited to watch it.
I'm down for the debacle.
Yes.
We'll go watch the show, right?
Absolutely.
See the fireworks?
Yep.
So at Poly by Design, we're all about positive Polynesian role models, and you are definitely one. We've heard your name in the circles, especially in the Bay.
Yeah.
That's where we're based out of. So we appreciate the time and especially, you know, on air. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good thing. I mean, I've come a long way. I mean, I'm not always. I got to be honest. I haven't always been the positive role model, but I think my upbringing has brought me to where I'm at today, and I think that's why it shows. Where if you came from something like where I came from and turned it into something positive, I think it could be good out of it. So
not always where you've been.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about where you're at.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so a couple things. We like talking about somebody who was a role model for you when you were coming up, maybe somebody who told you you could when other people were telling you that you couldn't. So who inspired you?
It was always my mom. I mean, I think that's like an answer for everybody. My mom always told me that I could do anything I wanted. I mean, it was whether it was sports, it was something, you know, your mom's always gonna have your back. And when I told her I wanted to start this radio stuff, she was like, yeah, you could do it. And she didn't discourage me by saying, oh, you know, there was always like somebody like, oh, you better stay and work at that job. But I said, you know what? I talked to Brandon, my partner, and me and him always just took a nosedive into what we wanted to do for a living and do what we love for a living. So that's why we just kind of figured Big Body Radio would be something that we can go in. We knew about the music, we knew about the entertainment scene, and it was something that I had a background in. So why not live the dream?
A lot of people have to look outside the home. It's real powerful to have your own mom be your role model.
Yeah, mom's the role model. I mean, if it wasn't my mom, I'd have to say it'd be Brandon. He's my business partner in it, and he's been someone that's been pushing me in the game, and he's always seen my talent. He's seen the ups and downs through the entertainment industry that we've been in. So someone to push me besides my mom has always been like Brandon, because he was the voice of reason. He was like, so, you know, he was the one that wasn't my yes man. He'd be like, oh no, that wasn't that good. I was like, man, everyone else said it was good. But I mean, it definitely was somebody other than my mom had to be Brandon.
Got to have somebody around you to keep you straight.
Absolutely, that's what we're here for.
So talk a little bit about, because a lot of times we look at people that are successful and they're already there, and it's like sometimes there's a misperception that, man, they just went big overnight, and there's all kinds of hard work that goes behind believing in what you can get. So talk a little bit about the journey and the struggle to get where you are on a Friday night.
It definitely wasn't easy, because there's a lot of mainstream radio. I got a lot of friends in the radio industry, like Chewy Gomez, Big Von, and they were in the mainstream radio. And for me to think how I could do something like that, I seen there was a lot of yellow tape. You had to play like Drake 30 times a day. You had to play, you know, Lil Wayne. You had to play their playlist. So I was like, what could we do to play something that I like? I liked it, the J Bugs. I liked it, the Drakes. I liked it, all that. And how could I do something by playing it all together? So it came across our desk that, you know, there was podcasting going on. And I said, well, let's do it. I told Brandon, and Miss K at the time was on the radio as well. She was like, let's do Big Body Radio. Well, we were looking for a name for it. And we figured my name in the entertainment industry was Bigbodycisco, so why not do Big Body Radio? And we tried it, and the first month of our, you know, whole being was people were listening. The radio director at FCC Free Radio, where we were at the time, was like, how are you guys getting all these guys listening? And he thought we were cheating. He thought we were doing like a bot or something like that. He's like, there's no way you guys can have all this many listeners. And we're like, nah, it's all organic. We have a following. We go on social media and we just tell them what it is. So he was amazed at the fact, and I think maybe 6 months into it, we're down to 1 million downloads a month at that time. And it was something like uncharacteristic for something that we did, and the owner was still like, oh, I can't believe you guys are doing it. So to this day, we still have the support of not only the Polynesian people, but people from everywhere, because we're broadcasting on a worldwide stage. So you had people that were in the military in Germany, in Tonga, in Samoa, everyone that could listen via the internet, which was a good thing for us because we didn't have to be on a local internet station. So being on the World Wide Web, it gave everybody a chance to listen to us. And everyone was like, oh, he's playing J Boog along with some Music Soul Child. He's playing. So mixing the music genres was definitely huge for us. Nobody was doing it at the time. We coined the term feel good music. So it was something that we liked feel good music. Any songs that you listened to that made you feel good, that was a feel good song. So we said, why not have a station and call it the Feel Good Music Show, the Feel Good Music Station, and we just got it. Because I come from a background of not just Polynesian music, from R&B, old school. My mom and dad raised me on old soul. You know, we had all the Peebo Brysons and the Luther Vandrosses and all that. So that, along with Tower of Power, into the R&B that I was into. Then I got introduced to the island reggae scene with the Fijis and my cousin Azio, that at the time was singing. And now you have the island reggae movement. You have the island, vibe that they have. So you mesh all that in between, you got something good here. So that's why it was good for us to start this. We're in our 6th year right now, and we still haven't scratched the surface of what we want to do. But we've came a long way.
Got to keep looking forward. So 2 quick things. What would you say to the younger generation in there that they want to follow their dream, they want to follow their passion, they always hear those terms. What's a recommendation or some advice you could give that generation?
Well, it works out for me because I have 4 sons, and my oldest is 21 and my other son is 18. So they're asking me for advice now. So, and even for kids that are coming up, if I knew then what I know now, I would have got a jump start on what I wanted to do. So I think now my focus is on know what you want early. When you're coming out of school, because everyone's like, oh, well, I want to be a nurse. Those are all like the stuff you guys see throughout your career, all criminal justice, because those are the classes they have now. But if you see someone like myself that took a chance, quit my 9 to 5, and just started this radio show, it was a dream of ours. So I tell the kids out there, no, don't let nobody tell them you can't do anything, because you can, because you're the one that controls your future. You control everything that's around you. So my advice to them is definitely, and it sounds like a cliche, oh, go for your dreams type thing, but I'm actually living proof of it, that you can go out and do whatever you want.
I think that sometimes the misperception is you just make it. Like,
yes.
I just want it, but then there's a lot of hard work that goes behind it.
Oh, there's definitely hard work, because by all means, I'm not rich. Me and Brandon still, we have to provide for our families, but Big Body Radio is not $1 million company. When you see the perception of what Big Body Radio is, people are like, oh, you guys are like millionaires. Like, we still got rent to pay, we got car notes to pay. So, but it's something that we do for a living, and we find ways to get, when I get hired to do shows, that's a revenue income for us. So, and I'm living the dream. I'm doing shows, traveling the world with Common Kings and J Boog, and I'm doing what I do. I talk on the mic, and I make sure everybody has a good time, and that's put me in position to do what I want to do for a living.
So following your passion has sent you around the world, right?
Absolutely.
You've seen different countries, you've seen different cultures.
Oh, yeah.
Paid off.
Paid big, because who would have thought I would be in Australia and New Zealand doing what I love and getting paid to do it, and also being paid to travel. You get paid your travel fee, your hotels, everything's paid for. So without doing that, I'm going to Tahiti, Fiji, and all these places that you only see on postcards. I'm doing what I'm doing for a living and getting paid for it. So it's definitely a good thing.
Last piece is the best thing to do to find positive Polynesian role models is get good references. So
yes.
Who would you recommend to sit in a chair like this and answer questions like this with us? Who would you call out as being a role model right now?
Call out as a role model. That's the tough one, because with social media, it's made so many people into role models. You can be somebody that's just positive on your social media. So I say just follow the right people. We're all not perfect. We're going to have certain things on there, but I don't just try to say one person will do what I can do. I think you go through social media, and everyone's on their phones all the time anyway. If you see somebody that's positive on their social media, then definitely follow that person and encourage that person to do what they're doing. Because I have my morning messages that I have all the time, and Brandon starts putting, I think those messages go a long way, because I have people come up to me like, man, your morning messages get me through. Some people laugh at it, be like, oh, now you're a reverend now. Like, nah, it's actually something that I want to wake up and find something positive to put on my social media, to let all these kids know that you can start your day like that and you can end it however you want. Something's going to happen in between, but as long as you have that positive message, you can have that vibe the same way. So that's what I look forward to.
Awesome. Appreciate the time. Last question.
Yeah.
Give us a prediction for the fight tomorrow.
Prediction is going to be this. McGregor's going to get lucky on a few rounds, and finally Mayweather's going to wear him down and finally get a TKO in the 7th round. TKO. 7th round, Mayweather will knock McGregor out.
Awesome.
And if I win this, I better get some kind of money from anybody out there that's going to use what I said on the bet thing. But thank you guys, Poly by Design, for coming out and shedding light on people that's doing what I'm doing.
Thanks for sharing your time with us.
Thank you, Carl.
Appreciate it, brother.
My man. Thank you. Poly Design, Bigbodycisco, we out. Peace.